Welcome to World Engineering Day, and this is the 6th edition of the World Engineering Day. The World Engineering Day was declared by UNESCO in 2019, that is 6 years ago, when UNESCO realized the role and the importance of engineers in the society, and especially in sustainable development. So the World Engineering Day, which is the 4th of March, as I said, is being commemorated all over the world. And the bottom line, or the common denominator in this commemoration, is to reflect on the journey that the engineers have taken and the journey they continue taking as they deliver. As if you look at any form of infrastructure, for example, if you look at roads, housing, railway lines, airports, vehicles themselves, and every form of transportation, it cannot be implemented without the input of engineers. Indeed, there is no development anywhere in the world that has ever taken place without engineers. And it is often said that even at creation, when God created the heaven and the earth, at one point, he said right at the beginning, let there be light. So when you see light, electricity, power, and all related areas are implemented, designed and implemented by engineers. So engineering is part and parcel of God's creation. God partnered with man to create, and therefore engineering was commissioned by God from the beginning. And he continues empowering engineers with the knowledge and know-how, the skills to be able to deliver infrastructure. And therefore, when UNESCO found it fit to declare 4th of March of every year as the World Engineering Day, it cannot be taken lightly. Therefore, in our nation, Kenya, we are commemorating the World Engineering Day within all the sectors of this ecosystem. This sector consists of both the private sector and the public sector. We have state departments in charge of infrastructure, for example, State Department of Roads. We have State Department of Housing, even lands, as well as para-state organizations. Universities, schools of engineering have partnered with the Institution of Engineers of Kenya, which is a welfare society of engineers, as well as the regulator, the Engineering Board of Kenya, to partner with all of them in order to commemorate this day. So as we continue asking ourselves what the World Engineering Day means to engineers, the first thing we need to ask ourselves is what is expected, for example, from the part of each of the stakeholders. Let us look, for example, at the academic institutions, the schools of engineering. This is where the students are trained, and they are trained as engineers, and the standards they are trained in are very high, and the regulator is the one responsible for ensuring that the curriculum is as per the set standards that will be able to produce graduates who are ready for the market. Once the graduates get out from that accredited curriculum, they go into, for example, internships. And therefore, then we meet the next partner, the employer, the areas where these graduates are absorbed and trained hands-on. They are taken through the different stages and areas of engineering, the planning, the design aspects of engineering, issues that you are bound to come across, and how to solve problems from an engineering perspective. And that needs to have very strong partnerships with the employers, either private sector or even public sector areas, and state departments, government departments should take that very important responsibility of absorbing our graduate engineers to go and help them train. As they train, they are also their input by the Institution of Engineers of Kenya. When they go out there, they don't just work as silos. There are training programs. There are very many training programs by the Institution of Engineers of Kenya, as well as the Engineers Board of Kenya. They take the graduates through the training to prepare them to be professionals. And these trainings are very, very important. And I'm glad to say that they have been streamlined and they are always there. So it is up to the graduate engineers to keep an eye and watch and avail themselves where such trainings are offered. And these days, you may even find many of them are online to accommodate the changing situations of the working people. And then you see that once you have those three pillars, I will talk about the pillars because we have the Society of Engineers, the IK, we have the regulator, the Engineers Board of Kenya. We also have the academia who train our engineers. The three pillars, if they are strong, that's a very, very stable base or platform on which any engineer should be able to develop their career. And there are many other things that they will learn. Of course, it takes very personal initiative for a graduate engineer to go through the necessary prerequisites and trainings to be able to register as professionals, as consultants, and later as checkers. And all these processes are very important. They call for very high level of self-discipline and integrity. So once again, let me remind us, today is the 4th of March, and today is a World Engineering Day, and that's why we are concentrating on engineering. There are very many other days which are set apart, international days, for other purposes, other careers, other professions. And even those within this Education Without Borders, we shall cover them. But today, you allow us to dedicate the day to engineering. And during these trainings also, it is important to also note and remind us that it is cascaded also to high schools, where high school students are mentored and informed on the pathways that would lead to professional engineering. Therefore, today we have a lot of opportunities. We should not blame anybody because we have all these bodies which have come together and partnered together to ensure that our engineering profession is held to the standards that are expected by any good engineering profession in the world. This is Education Without Borders, and don't forget to subscribe, to like, and to share to especially those aspiring engineers and students so that they may be able to know and be informed on the pathways to their career development. Let us keep watching, and we shall be giving you content of this nature. Thank you and have a very happy World Engineering Day.
The Engineers Registration Portal is a digital platform that streamlines and simplifies the registration process for engineers, making it more efficient, transparent, and accessible. By implementing this portal, we aim to provide a seamless and user-friendly experience for engineers seeking registration with the board. Engineers will easily navigate through the registration requirements, submit their documents, track the progress of their application, all within a secure online environment. Through this platform, engineers will access important updates, notifications, and resources related to their registration status. It will serve as a hub for engagement, allowing us to provide timely guidance and support to engineers throughout their registration journey.